Okay, Doc, I want to bring you to explain how we see this from the medical perspective and the point of view. In terms of STIs, STDs, multiple sex partners. Talk to me about that.
We see a lot of, a lot of these sexually transmitted diseases, particularly among younger people. And it's just mind-boggling that with all the knowledge out there about how we can prevent some of these conditions and whatnot, you still see people, being, for lack of a better word, careless. And, and they'll come into your office and they'll have, these medical issues. And luckily, some of them, most of them are easy to treat. But looking behind the person who made the decision, that led to this kind of outcome, then, you know that there are so many other things that are going on. I think because of the societal pressure against men, I think that's why we see a lot of diseases that affect particularly middle-aged and older men. And it's true that out of the many patients who come, even just for wellness checks, a lot of them, especially the men, will end up being diagnosed with this issue or this other issue. And when you take a better history, then you realize that some of the things that are causing this are actually, lifestyle conditions.
I'll tell you for free, it's like size does not matter. It is a skill. It's what you do with it. So, and it's both ways, where you hear women being told, oh, you're too big, you're too floppy. Medically, I still, unlike you, what is it? I'm still a doctor.
It's the fight in the dog, not the dog in the fight, right?
It's elastic tissue. All this is about skill. And then sex is more than just penetration. There's a lot of physical connection, mental connection, intimacy that goes into the act that is more than just the size. So no, it doesn't matter.
There's a lot of erectile dysfunction, and I think because of that stereotype that bigger is better, a lot of men, fueled by social media and what they see in the movies and whatnot, they think that maybe penile elongation will mean maybe more sexual prowess and so forth and so on. But that's not necessarily true. In fact, some of those products that are used out there may tend to do more harm than good. So and I think a man who's going for those things, and I think some of these people are also con men.
The bigger the person, especially if they don't know what to do with it, they actually hurt you. And that's why there are rings. Because it becomes like, for them, now that is what they're bringing to the table, you get. So many of them lose that skill of, getting you to that place in terms of intimacy, because they think this, ukiona, umeingia box, sindio? So I'd rather the man who would dine me, would wine me, would, do the things that I enjoy doing to get there. And eventually the actual act is just a small part of the whole journey. And for women, I tell them, communicate. If it's not working, communicate. Sometimes the man is clueless, let me tell you. I have had people who I have had to teach how to make love to me. And so and we enjoy it after that. So sometimes it's also, how do you communicate your needs? Because someone thinks they can, your nipples are knobs of radios, and maybe that's not what your erotic zones are. So if you don't communicate, there's someone who the nipple is an erogenous zone. So communicate so that it's a conversation and it's a nice dance. And sex is beautiful. And I think we need to have sex in a safe way, but enjoy it.